we've been putting it Lagos. And we're very frank, we are wrongly putting it Lagos. All states in Nigeria actually have this building control, these agencies.
Definitely.
You understand? And a lot of these states have also been emulating Lagos in enforcing these approvals too. Ogun State particularly, I know a lot of companies that have sold to in Ogun State. They will tell you can't go to sites if you don't submit your drawing to their office. There's no way you can't even lay down a block on that because the same government will also ask them as the real estate company that have the layouts that okay, you told us that this place you are going to have a residential building there, why are you having this there? It's a fine for them. So they don't even want to incur that debt at all. So they try as much as they can to ensure that following. So it's not just Lagos actually. If you are building anywhere in Nigeria and you like yourself, you don't want to spend too much, you don't want to start bribing people, just try to get engineers and builders that are experts in that particular state.
Or better still, just employ a construction company.
Exactly, just employ a construction company and just makes life easier for you. I know the fear a lot of you guys have. You don't want to be ripped off. I know. A lot of people are Nigerians are tell you, I can't give Nigerian company. They'll tell me something like it's 5 naira. They'll tell me it's 15 naira.
If you are giving a construction company, there's always the option of getting the materials yourself.
Okay.
Just ensure the materials you're getting are going to meet the required standard and pass the material testing. That's just it.
Okay.
Like for instance, for the people building for us, at some point I bought granite myself.
Okay.
But the granite he bought, oh my god, I bought like 10 tons then because he was delaying in supplying granite. When eventually he brought granite, the quality was amazing. His granite was oppressing my granite.
I know you guys don't want to get ripped off. You know, something that is 5 naira, they tell you is you don't want to pay 15 naira for it, you don't want to pay 20 naira for it, you don't want to pay times 4 for it. But you guys need to understand something, that you are not physically here. And for a lot of things, it's better to sacrifice money than to sacrifice time. That's one thing I've learned. I would rather lose money for something than to lose my time on it, because I will spend that time making time full of a lot of that money. So
people
you don't understand. You don't understand. So you are trying to cut the cost and you are wasting time, because it's time you are trying to call people each one by one, compare price, take this one. Now if that will backfire, you are not going to come back and spend that same money you are trying to avoid.
So in life generally, what money can take care of, let money take care of it. They might, you just need to put checks in place just to ensure that you are not really,
you're not wasteful.
But time is of essence. So you want to build and you have no experience building, and you want that your building to stand the test of time, you really need to follow the process. Get people who are registered in that field and follow the building process, so that way no issues. And if when you want to resell that building, you can have 2 buildings side by side. You can sell 100 million, you can sell 150 million, 2 4-bedroom duplex side by side, but different prices. When you follow all this process, it gives you resale value, because when you want to sell a building, whoever is buying, if he knows what he's doing, they will get a valuer
to check the property,
check everything and value it. So when you follow the process and you have the necessary paper, you're not going to beg anybody to buy your building. They will be using money to beg you. You'll be the one that will be selecting. That is because you followed the process. So it always pays more to follow the required process in terms of building. That's where your building gets to stand the test of time and structure. And if anything should go wrong in the building, there's somebody to hold
responsible.
For instance, you build a project, you give the best people to build, and something goes wrong, and you employed a construction company and they're the ones that handle the entire process, they will hold you. They hold that company and all their papers, because they were paid to follow due process. So that is why the government is now asking for their licenses, their certificates, so they know, because I guess maybe there's already court cases now or people whose building have collapsed.
And the developer is saying, I'm not the one that do this one. No.
Is this construction company that I paid to do it. So, you know, so now government is now trying to put all these checks in place. This is my own.
It makes sense that way anyway. It makes sense.
So, yeah.
Anyway, and if you go through different sites in Lagos, you're going to see that they always stated there: architect, so person,
exactly,
design, so person,
yeah,
builder or engineering, so person,
yeah,
M&E, so person,
yeah,
so and you have to put that notice is a standard. You must put that notice right in front of that site, and just looking at that whatever billboard or whatever, you can say who is handling this, who is handling that. And just like you said, Lagos State government have been impressive with definitely almost 50% of construction is happening in Lagos.
yeah.
So either they like it or not, apart from the source of revenue for them, it's also like a government responsibility to regulate whatever agencies or whatever that is happening in that state. So Samuel, thanks so much for coming down here to share this experience with us. You have no idea who is going to be learning from this. Trust me.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of videos and people are like, someone called me the day before yesterday, for like almost like 4 times. He was saying, I appreciate your content.
Wow.
I appreciate your content. Wow. This is someone that I've been buying real estate in Lagos probably when I was in secondary school.
Wow.
So it's not like maybe the person is new to real estate. So, and I'm very sure a lot of people would have looked at or listened to all these different comments, different suggestions, and these gather maybe basically what they have been passing through in their project, or you are a realtor, so you sold a lot of land. I'm a realtor, I'm still selling a lot of land, and a lot of our investors, our clients have plans to build, either to build and sell, build and rent out, build and live there, but they want to build, which is the objective of every land, to build it, to develop it. Some go to do Epe, Bejuleki, and so on and so forth. So at least to a layman now, you guys already have the criteria needed for you guys to say you want to start to build, you want to start to construct, and you already have an idea of how strict the Lagos state government is in terms of building. And please, whenever demolition is happening in Lagos, it has nothing to do with tribe. This is just me being factual with you, because I'm on ground, he is on ground, he's a developer, me, I'm a realtor. We see the behind the scene of everything, we know what is happening really. So it has nothing to do with tribe. It's just people not really doing what they're supposed to do, and it doesn't always affect one tribe. It's run across all tribes, all tribes in Nigeria, all tribes. So it's not peculiar to one tribe at all. If people are getting their building demolished, losing their properties, it's everybody, it's affecting everybody. And that's why it's important to do your checks, get the right people, do your things for you, particularly when it's time for you to construct. Because you can get a land for maybe 5 million and put a 50 million project on that land. So that means it makes more sense to you to lose that 5 million naira land than to lose the 50 million property that you have spent on it. So it's quite important that what is worth doing is worth doing well. So we're still going to be having someone once again as the project progresses, that Genesis apartment at Chevron. And for a lot of you guys that are looking at having projects or having investments and how the Lekki axis, we can discuss. We have a lot of different opportunities for investors. You may not even buy the project. Actually, you can just buy an equity in the project. So you might not own the entire 2-bed, you might not own the entire 3-bed. You can just do like an equity investment on that particular project. And what's the return on investment?
Our current scheme in 12 months is 30% return on investment, whereby 2, 3, 4, 5 investors come together to co-own a unit. So if they want us to resell for them at the end of the 12 months, the resell and the ROI will be 30%. Based on we just give them 30%. We take care of
what about
if however they're like, we don't want to sell this thing, like we have someone who has invested in it, he dropped like 10 million naira. So in 12 months, he said he's not interested in owning that. What he's interested in is return on investment, or someone like that. At the end of 12 months, he resells. So it's now up to them to decide if I would love us to retain this unit and keep getting rental income from it,
and then sharing over everybody.
it,
Okay,
or otherwise.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So
Yeah.
we are trying to just give you options in terms of your investment. It's not just looking about the property itself, investing in the property itself, but you can even invest in equity, because equity is even more liquid. You understand? When you invest in the project, you have to think about maybe renting it out or selling it before you can make money. But when you own equity in the project, either you sell or you don't sell, you get your return and you get your cash. So for a lot of people that want to stay liquid, maybe you have a particular project or a particular expenses for the next 12 months, this is a very good option for you. And at least you have listened to a lot of work that have gone behind the scene on the project, just to ensure that all necessary paperwork with the Lagos State government are done totally. And I know a couple of these people are going to be requesting for your construction company number.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of dropping it. If you're okay with the Safe House Construction Company, even if they want to build, they can reach out to you.
Okay,
I can link you with them. They are good at what they do, and they don't charge ridiculous fees to build. And I was in a way marveled at he doesn't joke with quality. Like when I wanted to get some irons myself, he had to really meet matter. He asked the people selling the irons some questions over the phone. They didn't sell the iron to us anymore, because they know that
they know whatever
type of iron.
Yeah.
And this is a construction company in Lagos that produces iron. And many people will buy
all these things are always there. I think that's one of the challenge with Nigerian market is we don't have a standard, which is very terrible, and which puts a lot of substandard things in the market. The thing is, there are different products for different kind of projects. So you that want to go into building project, you need to know the type of materials you ought to buy. For instance, now if you want to do road construction, you won't go start buying that the type of granite the engineer brought. Probably the one I bought is the type you probably buy for road construction. So it's not really a case of substandard, but it's a case of buying the putting square pegs in round holes and expecting it to fit in.
So different projects, different materials. So you want to build and you just go by that iron, to buy this, buy that, not knowing that for you to build, even the material you need to buy, it varies, it matters. So everything matters in terms of building, so you don't have building collapse and all. So that's basically
I get it. Samuel, we've taken so much of your time, and it's a pleasure to really have you here, and it's a pleasure for your investors that a lot of them are there. They're coming to the idea that so that's Samuel. I've always been mentioning your name to a lot of them that I'll talk to Samuel about it. So a lot of them just hear Samuel.
Small boy, big God.
So a lot of your investors, we also appreciate listening to you, and then listening to what you guys are doing. And it's certain that all of us will be at this level in 5 years time, in 10 years time. It's a reputation that we have built right now that we are definitely going to be
for you.
That'll speak for us in those years time.
And for Mirror Homes, for instance, this is our first building project. However, our first building project, we're not the one building. Safe House or the construction company is building, and this construction company has a minimum of 5 years experience in building. So there's absolutely nothing to be scared of, because other real estate firms will just employ engineers, builders,
bring them into their workforce,
employ them and pay, then they start building. But we are not doing that. That way you get to make more money. But what we are doing, we are going to make less money. But what we are offering to the community or to the society is strictly value driven, because we are bringing people with wealth of experience building all over Lagos to handle the project from scratch to finish.
That makes it all sense.
When we started, people were like, we just signed another deal with someone. The person already started piling in 3-4 weeks. You've not done anything. I will not say anything. You've not done anything. we don't follow process, then tomorrow sealed, tomorrow
another marking.
bring down.
So it's not just paying all these fees, what you could have just paid once and for all.
Follow the process, then when you go, boom, you go. So that's just it for us. So yeah, it's our first building project, but we are not building ourselves, okay? We are not a construction company. We are not starting a construction company. We are employing a construction company
to do the construction. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So for if you are an individual also, then you see that suggestion makes a lot of sense to you also. Just contract it out, get a construction company to do this construction for you. If is the approval also, get the construction company to get the approvals for you. So I know a lot of you guys have a lot of questions. That's fine. Well, Rabi is not here this time around for those questions, so I'll be dragging him and his construction engineer.
Yeah,
as a construction engineer to
you definitely answer. Lawyer, we answer. We contact the government.
Yes, you can come and answer. So you get now. So and that's why I don't present myself as the all-rounder or the Wikipedia of real estate. No. There are people who are actually in these different fields, and most of these people are the best person you should be asking some certain questions. Some legal thing you shouldn't be asking me, you should be asking a lawyer. Some things about land verification, is this land safe? You shouldn't be asking me. That's the job of a surveyor. When it comes to building approval and something, the only thing you should be asking me is, Rabi, you have money, I want to buy land. That's the question that concerns me. How to make money. Alright, so I know you guys have a lot of suggestions, have a lot of questions. Our comment is always open, and I always attend to all comments. I'll definitely attend to your comments. You can also reach my WhatsApp number, colors. I can hold your hands down to their construction firm, whatever you are doing in terms of approvals, documentation with Lagos State. You know, he has been doing a lot of approvals. Either is building approval, land documentation, land title, fencing permit. So it's like almost has all the experience to just put it to whatever that we are facing in terms of approvals too. So he does not have time to, let me put it that way. so I don't feel like you can call him at 7 p.m. You know, we have a lot of different portfolios and programs that we are building. So we might also have to link you with the actual person, maybe the surveyor or the engineer that is actually doing these things. But definitely we are going to help, because that's why we are here. That's why the Property Guys channel is here, and that's why we are bringing these guys now to the channel. So I think we'll just be Rabiu's face every time. Rabiu's face is boring, you see, you can see his face now. You see, he does shop money.
I'm not talking about.
So we bring in these guys, we bring in these very, very intelligent, experienced guys, and they can share their wealth of experience with you guys, and you guys are definitely going to learn more from it. And that's where the channel is going to this time around. So please, all of you guys, help us to appreciate him, for he's a very, very busy person. So I so much appreciate him coming down here, you know, to at least share all this with you guys, because there's some things even mentioned that even me myself I don't know. Get that fencing permit, I don't know anything about fencing permits. Get even some of those things you mentioned about survey. So there's just always something new for everyone to learn, and I can guarantee that you have also learned a lot today, and that's why you should give us a thumb like. Don't forget, give us a thumb like
and subscribe.
And, yeah, if you are not subscribed to our channel too, because he's still coming back to the show. Trust me, he's still coming back to the show. And I've been saying it, I'm building a community. If you are not subscribed, I'm not going to add it to the community. So some of these are contents. You are not going to be putting it out for free. So that's why you should subscribe now. That is still early birds, because at some point I can't bring him to my channel without paying him. He's a very expensive guy. He's a very expensive guy. So get now. So kindly do subscribe. Engage on our content, share our content, invite your friends, and trust me, we have so much in the pipeline for you guys to learn. We have so much in the pipeline to share with you guys, and that's why we also want you to be among the Property Guy family. So once again, Samuel, nice to have you on the show, and
nice to be here.
you guys,
Rabi,
see you next time.